Ready? Are you gonna record it?
It's recording.
Uh, Forgive me, because I think I'm really soft spoken right now. Okay, close your eyes. Take a deep, deep breath. Hold it. Exhale slow. I don't know about the God you believe in, but the Lord I serve is never to be questioned. Accept it. When life seems hectic, you are simply being tested. Obstacles will only appear mountainous when you stand before them. They are minuscule molehills when you overcome them. Patience is a virtue you must seek daily. In addition, it is your mission to attain it. If you didn't catch that, I'll explain it. Counted steps preceded by hesitation led to mental constipation, forcing the realization of disappointment because expectations weren't met. I've grown impatient because you haven't arrived yet. It was like being subjected to your future. Initially exciting and devastating me, having to witness the seconds slowly passing in the meantime. So many times they try to comply, and even after that we pretend like we didn't deny. But it makes no sense that every time somebody presents you with truth, you cast it asunder as useless tools and believe these true lies like the epitome of what love is isn't the reflection of me. You are all created in my image, but an image of me, the reflection of me, of what it would be like just to be loved like I love you. Agape, regardless of what you did, didn't, will, won't do. And understand that sometimes we don't seem to understand the things that we go through are meant to uphold, upbuild, build up, sustain, help us get through this without having to worry about the disdain and the lack of discernment of not knowing who to believe in, who to trust, who to cast judgment upon without knowledge of where they come from, and knowing that no matter what they have to go through, they will get through just to get to the point of knowing that that was the purpose. And we sit here and we act like we're invincible, and really our belief in tangible things is worthless because the things that we believe to be tangible is only evidence because someone told us it was, never being shown to us as anything but, like the trees surrounding us in this park. No one told us they were trees, but no one thought about the diaspora that would bring them down to the roots and understand that every time they would be uprooted from where they come from, something would link them back to their home, just like your roots do. And understand that the deception and the denial and the betrayal, the lack of obedience that you are subjected and presented must be forgiven. And if you don't look within self to do that, you will harbor past pains until there are no things to do to get past them. And while we all find past times to get past those times, there is no satisfaction that you will ever exceed without the ability to be able to just get through it with an apology. And why would you not be able to become so humble to the point that you could apologize and mean it without discrediting it or negating the whole meaning with whatever is in, well, I guess is, when really you know what it is without second guessing. And I don't understand why we have to sit here and even do this, but it's like a pendulum. One day you believe, and the next day you need proof, and it makes no sense, but people are presented to you, and you have to receive them. So when I come 3 times, you should be able to believe them. And the presence of me is never going to be too far, too great. But sometimes for your own sake, you have to need me. So if I have to take everything you hold so dear before you have to relinquish all those things from you to understand that I'm supposed to be the only one you run to, then I will. And the whole thing of that is not to say that you should be worried about losing what you thought had value or meaning, but that you should rationalize what it is that you prioritize and make sure that you understand there's more meaning behind what I'm doing than what you think or believe to be. Nothing is permanent. And as cynics will point out, death is inevitable. But eternal life can only come when you allow yourself to die to yourself and be open to the fact that with me you can only be Hmm. And I'm trying to hold on, I'm trying to hold on, I'm trying to hold on, but doubt seems to come in between, and I can't even imagine trying to get through to you without having tangible proof. And so if I have to show you better than I can tell you, I will. But if you could just accept what you feel and understand that it's real, and don't try to get rid of everything that you need to get there. Understand that the parables you might not have read in those books, you learned them in fairy tales. You saw them in school, you see them at work. Everything that I need you to understand, I present to you in different ways. But sometimes your vision is blocked by these barricades of doubt and grief and things that you refuse to let go of. How could you possibly ever obtain what you want when you're holding on to what you don't need? And I would really appreciate it if you could just receive what I give to you without having to have tangible proof of the point. Stop asking why people are here, what their purpose in your life is, and just appreciate the message. Pick a number 1 through 5. Give me 2 words.
Light. 1.
There is one light you will follow. And it's so funny because the foreshadow of this one headlight looking at you, because that's where you will focus and understand that sometimes we get distracted because there's 3 more in the background, and 2 more and 3 more, and you'll look up and you'll see all the lights around us that are dim because they aren't meant to be seen right now. But if you could just focus on Him, nothing else will matter. Be it now or later, you will. And hopefully, with the sense of compassion being gained by choice or chance, you won't demand the need to have compassion, let alone the need to need His grace and mercy. Don't be so selfish that you don't pay attention to what He does. How dare you not be so grateful that you can't give thanks for waking up? Okay. I'm done. Here you go. I don't know what it says, but I'm ready for